You know that friend who always cancels plans? They're tired again, not feeling it tonight, maybe next time. And eventually, people start saying things like, they're antisocial, they're boring, they're avoiding life. But here's the truth most people never consider. That friend isn't avoiding you, they're protecting something. And if you're someone who genuinely feels more excited about a Friday night in pajamas than a Friday night out, stay with me, because you're about to feel uncomfortably understood. Today, we're breaking down the psychology of people who love staying at home, the type society labels as boring, but science describes very differently. Why some people recharge alone, not around people. Let's start with something fundamental. Not everyone gains energy the same way. Extroverts recharge through stimulation, crowds, conversations, noise, movement. Their nervous system needs input to feel alive. But introverts and people with a low stimulation preference work in the opposite direction. Every social interaction, even an enjoyable one, quietly drains their mental battery, and eventually the system overloads. Psychologists call this optimal arousal theory. It explains why some people feel best with more stimulation and others feel best with less. This isn't shyness, it isn't laziness, and it definitely isn't weakness. It's biology. Home, for these people, isn't isolation. It's the only charger that actually works. The hidden power of control. But introversion alone doesn't explain everything. There's something deeper happening. Out in the world, you don't control much. The noise level, the lighting, the people, the interruptions, the emotional labor of pretending to care about conversations that mean nothing. For highly sensitive people, or anyone with anxiety, that unpredictability is exhausting. At home, you control the environment, the silence, the temperature, the rhythm of the day, the emotional safety. And psychologists know this well. A sense of control dramatically lowers stress hormones. For some people, staying home isn't a preference, it's regulation. It's how their nervous system stays balanced instead of constantly on edge. Solitude is not emptiness, it's fertile ground. Here's something that might surprise you. Research consistently shows that people who enjoy solitude tend to score higher in creativity, introspection, emotional self-awareness, and complex problem-solving. Why? Because their minds don't rely on external stimulation to stay active. They think deeply, they notice patterns, they explore ideas internally. Staying home isn't doing nothing. It's where the best ideas form. Not in loud bars, not in crowded rooms, but in quiet moments, with a book, a thought spiral, or a 2 a.m. realization that changes everything. Why society misunderstands this personality type? Modern culture worships visibility, being out, being seen, posting memories instead of actually living them. The message is clear. If you're not constantly doing something, you're falling behind. But what if your best life looks like this? A documentary, a warm meal, no obligations, no performance. That isn't sadness, that's self-knowledge. People who love staying home don't lack a life, they've simply chosen depth over display. When staying home is peace, and when staying home is not. Now here's an important distinction. Not everyone who stays home is doing it for healthy reasons. Sometimes home becomes a hiding place for people dealing with social anxiety, unresolved trauma, or depression that whispers, "What's the point?" Home can feel safe, but also limiting. So here's the real question. Do you stay home because it fills you up, or because leaving feels too heavy? One is peace, the other is avoidance, and understanding the difference matters. The quiet joy most people never notice. For those who truly love staying home, joy looks smaller but deeper. The morning coffee ritual, the favorite spot on the couch, the exact moment the light hits the wall at sunset, things most people rush past. Psychologists call this low stimulation preference. These people don't need the world to entertain them. Their inner world is already rich. So if you're someone who turns down invitations without guilt, feels happiest on a solo Saturday, rewatches comfort shows instead of chasing new memories, prefers peace over performance. You're not broken. You're not boring. You're wired for depth over noise, for meaning over motion, for presence over pressure. Tell me, do you genuinely prefer staying home, or do you think modern life has made us all tired? And if this video felt a little too accurate, the next one will hit even harder. Click it. You'll finally understand something about yourself most people never do.